Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and the 2022 PokeMMO Halloween event has just started, and they've introduced a new mechanic called Wisps. Now, as you can see to the right of me in-game, Wisps are these purple floating little flames, and these appear in static locations in each region. There's around 25 Wisps in each region in PokeMMO, and if you collect them all, you're awarded with a encounter. So in Kanto, you get an Alpha Gengar. In Sinnoh, you're awarded with a different Pokemon, etc., etc. In Unova, you get Chandelure. I think those are the ones we are currently aware of. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this and show you guys all of the locations in each region. I am going to be breaking this up into 4 different videos. So I'm going to be showing you guys the Wisp locations in this video, specifically in Kanto. If this video is helpful, please leave a like on the video and subscribe for more PokeMMO content, especially relating to the Halloween event. It helps out a ton. Now, please keep in mind the last Wisp that you collect is going to be the spawn location for your alpha Pokemon, so make sure it is decently comfortably close to a PC. That'll help you a ton if you're not super confident in catching the thing first try. Make sure to bring catching Pokemon, timer balls, etc., for that specific encounter. It's also important to note that I will be leaving a text guide linked in the description below, so if you want to just follow the text guide, it will be there for you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started for the Kanto location of the Wisp. So first things first, we're here in Route 2 north of Viridian City. You just come from Viridian City, go up here, cut down this tree. You do need the cut HM for this location. Come over here and it's right here. You just talk to it or interact with it and it'll make this little noise and disappear. 26 Wisps remaining. Alright, now this is going to be an interesting one because there's actually 2 Wisps along the way. The Wisp we're going to be getting to is on Route 4 to the east of those 2 fighting trainers that teach you Mega Kick and Mega Punch, if I believe correctly. Now, there's also going to be a Wisp inside of Mount Moon, so I'm going to go ahead and walk with you guys and show you guys the path. Make sure you have repels. It's going to make this whole process a lot easier, but just follow my in-game path of my character in Mount Moon. I want to do this as quickly as possible to get this video out to you guys as quickly as possible, so just try to follow along. Slow down the video if you need to, speed it up if you need to, whatever pace works best for you. And there we go, we can actually see that Wisp right down there in the cave. So now that we see the Wisp, we understand the location, now we can go get it, and I definitely didn't just go the wrong way, and I'm using this as an excuse to make up for that mistake. Let's go ahead and head back with our rappel and make sure we come over to the ladder that leads us to Paris. Which isn't this ladder, it's a different one. Let's keep heading east and head over to this ladder. I believe it's right here. And if we follow this, this is where you'd have a 100% chance of encountering Paris. You want to run through that, run around that, come over here, and there we go. We're at the Wisp. Go ahead and talk to it. 25 Wisps left. Alright, but now head back to that location that we saw prior to see the Wisp, and we're just going to be heading through Mount Moon at this point and getting to the end of it, and I'll see you guys at the end of the cave. Let's go ahead and follow along this path. Shouldn't be too difficult from here. We got to make sure we pass that guy who offers us the fossil, which is right around here. Perfect. Keep heading through this path, go through this ladder. I definitely know where I'm going, remember where I'm going, especially since I've played through the PokeMMO storyline so many times. Here's the fighting trainers. Let's go ahead and run past them, and right here is the Wisp. We're going to go ahead and collect that, and then there'll be 24 left remaining. Alright, super easy Wisps here. Just go to Saffron City, head east, and it will be right here alongside this little bouncing path. There we go. Wisp number 4, I believe, collected. That'll put us with 23 left to collect. Alright, Wisp number 5 is going to be here on Route 9. I recommend just flying over to Route 10 here, this rock tunnel fly location, and just head west, and it should be pretty easy to get to. It looks like you actually have an occasional chance of encountering a Ghastly that might have access to its hidden ability while collecting these Wisps. Definitely knew that before time and definitely didn't forget to put that in the guide. So let's go ahead and switch over to our Breloom and make sure we can catch this thing. It might be worth bringing a Soak and Spore Pokemon, Soak, False Swipe, and Spore to be able to catch these things a little easier. Alright, but after soaking, sporing, and false swiping the Ghastly, it makes for a pretty easy catch. If you don't know, Soak changes the Pokemon's type to water, which allows me to false swipe the typical ghost type Pokemon. And there we go, he does have access to his hidden ability, which is really cool to see. Not the best stats, but still a really nice prize during the middle of this hunt. 22 Wisps left to collect. Alright, the next one is another pretty easy one. Starting here in Vermilion City, we just want to head northeast as much as possible, and there should be a Wisp in the top right corner up here on our screen. Let's go ahead and keep going to it. There we go. Perfect. Easy peasy to get to. 21 Wisps left, I believe. Yes, 21. Alright, now Wisp number 7, we actually want to go ahead and head from that location. Don't fly away yet. Just head from that location over to the Snorlax type location. You want to head up here. You are going to need Surf to get to this Wisp. As you can see, it's literally right in the middle of the water. So I'm going to go ahead and Surf, pop a Repel, and head on over to it. Easy peasy. 20 Wisps left to collect. Once again, don't fly away from the location. We can actually go ahead and head on over to Wisp number 8, which is going to be down here on Route 13, just south of the Swants location. It's going to be by the 2 beauty NPCs, so make sure to look out for those. I believe it's in this little fenced-in patch, or right over here. Gotcha. So we can see it from here. We might need the cut HM as well. Just make sure you have a ton of HMs on you during this sort of hunt. You want to be able to have access to every sort of location you might need in the game. And Wisp number 8 is going to be right over here. Perfect. 19 wisps left to collect in Kanto. All right, wisp number 9 is going to be over by the Fly HM tutors in the Kanto region. So you go to Celadon, head west. We're going to need cut to get through this little tree and get up here. And it should be past this house over to the northwest. We keep heading on over. There we go. Perfect. A little bit slightly invisible, but you can actually see it. There we go. Collected. 18 wisps left. All right, and then heading from this location, we want to head west over to the bike route on Route 17, make our way down, and there should be a wisp down here somewhere near a sign. So let's go ahead and try to stick to, I believe, the middle, just the middle of the route next to the signs. We see a sign there, we see a sign there. Let's keep going and see if we see it. Any wisps out and about. There we go, right in the middle here. Here we go. I did happen to get a ghastly encounter on this one, but this is wisp number 10. All right, another ghastly caught. It's either 100% chance for the hidden ability every time, or I'm getting very lucky. 31 special attack is also super nice. 17 wisps left to collect. All right, let's fly back to Celadon City, and there will be another wisp just in the top left-hand corner of this map, behind all of the buildings and everything over here. Right here, easy collection. This is wisp number 11, putting us at 16 wisps left to collect. Now, this next wisp is on Route 21, which is surfing north of Cinnabar Island. So head over to Cinnabar, hop into the ocean, pop a rappel, and just swim north. And you should be able to find it right here on this little beach path. That's wisp number 12, leaving us with 15 left. Wisp number 13 is on Route 22, which will take us left of Viridian City over towards that Elite 4 path. I'm not quite sure where it's at, but we'll just find it together, and it should be pretty easy right here in this fenced-in area heading into the Elite 4 Victory Road type path. There we go. That's wisp number, what is that, 12? 13? 13, I believe. 14 left. And wisp number 14 is right south of the Indigo Plateau or the Elite 4, so just fly right there, head straight south, and you'll find it super easily. 13 wisp left. Now, wisp number 15 is going to be on the route with the Bill's house and all the professor stuff, so you can actually see it right there. You want to just head up here, go all the way around. It's going to be quite a trek, and then make your way down this sort of path down here during this this bush hedge type path. You guys know what I'm talking about, but let's go ahead and get there really quickly. If you come all the way around, now we can finally come around on this entire bush path. So leave us with a couple wet wisps left. Let's head all the way down here. It's really just running around on your bike. Shouldn't take too long. A pretty easy wisp to collect. We get a nice encounter. That's always nice to see. All right, another ghastly catch. And it does look like the hidden ability is guaranteed on these. And a 1x31, it seems like. Unless I'm just getting super lucky once again. 12 wisps left to collect. All right, for wisp number 16, this is going to be the first one on the islands. This is going to be on islands number 1, and you are going to need rock smash. You're going to have to rock smash through 3 different rocks to be able to get this, but it should be pretty quick. You essentially want to make your way up here. It should be right up here. There should be this little section where you smash through these 3 rocks, and I assume the wisp is right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it on screen. Perfect. Easy encounter. Love to see it. That'll leave us with 11 wisps left. And then if you fly back to Island 1, wisp number 17 is just going to be right here to the south. You actually have to make sure you don't go in the boat. Come over here, surf around, and if you go south around that location, you'll make your way over to Treasure Beach. And there should be a, yeah, there we go, a wisp right here. This should leave us with 10 left. All right, only 10 left. We're in the home stretch. You guys are doing great. Now we want to head over to Island 2 and head north up to Cape Brink, which I think we're going to have to head all the way to the east north too. So go northeast, yeah. You want to just come over to this location. You're going to have to go up through some grass. Shouldn't be too difficult to get up here. And the wisp will be right over here at the top right-hand part of the waterfall. All right, for wisp number 19, you're actually going to fly all the way back to Pewter City and then go into Viridian Forest. And this should be on the far north side of Viridian Forest. So I'm going to go ahead and pop a rappel and then run around the forest. And it should be pretty self-explanatory where it's at. Yeah, right up here, the far north point in the middle of the forest. I'm going to go grab that pretty quickly. There we go. That should leave us with, what, 8 wisp left? Yeah, nice. All right, this next wisp is going to be kind of an annoying one. I'm going to start here at Rock Tunnel. We have to go all the way over to the power plant and go all the way west to the end of the power plant. So you have to surf all the way down here, come all the way over to this location. There's a mummy kid right there. You can battle him for some special candy, but that will change. You actually saw the Wisp right there on the map for a quick sec if you were paying attention, but you have to head through all of the power plant. I'll go ahead and show you guys my route. I definitely won't make any mistakes. I've definitely played this game too long to make any sort of pathing mistakes, correct, during the storyline. Even though I've done Kanto, the storyline, the most out of any other storyline, it should be this way, I believe. Go ahead and keep heading this path. Keep heading this path. Go east, north, 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 west, west, west. Hopefully we should get here. I definitely used to run to Zapdos a lot as a kid, so hopefully no mistakes. Keep going west up here, I believe. And we're going to go northwest in this location and then south, and then through this little door. So you see this little generator, go west through this door, and the Wisp should be right there. Worth it. Got an encounter, this time a Haunter instead of a Ghastly. Bold nature and 2x story 1 on that catch. Talk about YouTuber luck. But that's going to leave us with 7 Wisps left. We're almost done. All right, now we're going to fly to Fuchsia and go into the Safari Zone, and there will be a Wisp not by the person who teaches you Surf inside the Safari Zone. So it's pretty much all the way through the entire Safari. It is going to cost you 500 Pokeyen to get inside, and I know that is a little steep for some of you guys out there, so make sure you have that with you, and I promise you it's definitely going to be worth it. I'm going to go ahead and pop as many repels as possible and just keep surfing through, making my way over to the Surf Trainer house as quickly as possible. Hopefully I'm going a decent route here. I believe his house is right up here. If you've been through the Safari before and you have access to Surf, it should be a lot easier. It's not actually inside the house. Let's keep making our path. Keep finding our way. There we go. We actually see it right here on this rock formation. So don't do what I did. Make sure to watch my pathing and everything before actually just following it blindly. Let's head back up the path, or let me know where it's at now, so we can head up this rock path, go over here. Easy Wisp. Definitely no mistakes. 6 Wisps left. Now, I will say the quickest way out of the Safari Zone once you've gathered that Wisp is just to go ahead and head back and walk back through. Don't try to run out your steps. It'll probably take you a little bit longer, so just running back here is the quickest way. Alright, this next Wisp might be one of the most annoying ones. This should be Wisp number 22. You're going to want to start here at Cinnabar Island. Make sure you have repels for this one. We're going to be heading over to the Seafoam Islands, which is kind of where you catch Squirtle, or it's where the wild location for Squirtle is. So we're going to be heading over here towards this rock formation, going inside this cave, and then we still have a ways to go in here. Alright, so starting inside the cave, you want to head down that first ladder, head down the next ladder, and pretty much just make your way through the cave as quickly as possible. Keep heading through all the ladders. You want to surf over here, and then surf your way over to this western platform, and then come up here, and you want to go down this ladder. Make sure you go down this ladder, not up that ladder. Once you go down that ladder, you'll be put in this location. You want to head northeast until you see this sign and this ladder, and then you want to surf south, and the Wisp is right here. Hopefully there should also be some people trekking that route. You might be able to follow them along the way. There are now 5 Wisps left. Bringing some escape robes or dig Pokemon is also really helpful here. Alright, once again, a pretty tough one. We're going to be flying back to Cinnabar Island and entering the Pokemon Mansion. We want to get up to the 3rd floor here. Thankfully, this one was a lot easier than I expected. You literally don't have to mess with any of the statues, so don't touch the statues. Just go straight north to the stairs and go all the way up them to the very top. You'll see this location. Come down here. Only 4 Wisps left. That was a lot easier than I expected, which is always a good thing. Alright, this next one is going to be at the end of Berry Forest. So we're going to be starting here on Island 3. A little bit of a ways to go here. A lot of grass to run through, especially within the forest itself. We're gonna run through a Crobat swarm here, unscripted for this part of the video. Going to ignore it for the time being. I'm not super worried about that right now. I'm worried about Wisp. So come across this bridge. Make your way to Berry Forest if you've ever been there before. I'm going to keep popping max repels. Keep making your way over here, and then head through the entirety of the forest, which is essentially a straight path. And you just want to make your way to the exit part of the forest, and then I'll show you guys where the Wisp is from there. Make sure you bring Cut and Surf are going to be super required for this specific Wisp. Keep making your way through the forest. Just essentially just cut through and go through everything you can. I'm going to surf across here to make it a little quicker. Surf across here. Keep heading south. You'll get to this location, and then if you cut through these 3 trees, you'll see the Wisp right over here in this corner. This should leave us with only 3 Wisp left, I believe. That's awesome. Also, pick up this Pokeball here if you haven't. Why not? Alright, Wisp number 25 is going to be inside of Rock Tunnel. I'm going to be entering from the Lavender Town side. That should be really important in making this a lot easier to get. You might want the Flash HM for this one, but I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible to get through without needing it. So once again, just follow my path and you should be able to do this without Flash. First things first, we're going to head southeast and then head north past these 2 green trainer girls and then go up this ladder. Then, once you go through this ladder, head south until you see the hiker, which is right here. Once you reach this hiker, just come a little bit down and go east, and then make your way north as soon as you see the trainer girl. And if you come northeast here, you'll be able to find the Wisp up here in this sort of rock smash location. Hopefully that was clear enough. If you have any questions, guys, always let me know in the comments down below. We do get a nice Haunter encounter here. We're almost done. Alright, here's the Haunter catch. Once again, hidden ability in 2x31. YouTuber luck really coming through. It's going to leave us with only 2 Wisps left, and I'm going to leave one specific one as the easiest one left. Alright, for the second to last one, we are going to be heading back to one island and then heading north towards the Moltres encounter. I tried to loop, like kind of, I guess, loop all these locations together to make them as coherent as possible so you wouldn't have to waste time like this, but I did make a mistake on this one, so I apologize. The way the list was compiled was not in any sort of pathing preference. It was mostly just as they were discovered, so I tried to link the ones together that were helpful. But once again, guys, I do apologize. You could have just come here during that past one. So we're gonna head up here towards the Mount Ember, and we're gonna keep making our way towards the top of this mountain. You are going to need strength to make sure you can push these 2 boulders aside, and then we want to keep heading north. You're going to need strength and rock smash for this one, so make sure you have that. Rock smash through this. We might actually want to make our way up here. Yeah, just keep heading north as much as possible, and we actually saw the Wisps right up there, so let's head over to the east now. Just kidding, head back to the west. Let's head over here. There should be a path up here, I assume, over here. Yeah, so stick to that west side here, that left side. You'll make your way up to this cave, and then we want to head through this cave. It should be a pretty straightforward path, if I remember correctly. Once again, you're making your way to the Moltres spawn, or where Moltres would spawn in the traditional games, obviously, since legendaries don't work like that in PokeMMO. Keep making your way through this very narrow, very straightforward path, and then eventually you'll reach this Wisp. Don't do this Wisp last. That would be a nightmare. There's one more Wisp to do that I can actually just head over to super quickly and easily since I saved it for the last one. This is what I recommend doing. I'm going to heal up really quick, and we're going to start our Alpha Gengar encounter. This Wisp is literally just on the first floor of Lavender Tower. It's super easy to get to. You just walk inside, go right up here, and there it is. So this is going to be our Alpha Gengar encounter. Wish me the best of luck. I don't know how difficult this is going to be, but it should be pretty interesting. It's also cool how the Alpha line sort of worked its way up to this encounter. We started with Alpha Ghastly, or Ghastlies with hidden ability, then we got to Haunter, and now we're at Gengar. So it's kind of cool to see it work up like that. This is pretty much the end of the video. If this video was helpful, please leave a like on it. It helps out a ton. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO content, and specifically content relating towards helping with the PokeMMO Halloween event. As you can tell, this video was a really perfect example of how we're all kind of learning alongside each other during this. Like, I'm not some godly figure with like this infinite amount of knowledge on the game. Yeah, I've been playing for quite a long time, and I do know a lot about this game, but whenever events happen, everyone's always scrambling and rushing to find out the information alongside each other, you know, just as anyone is. So I'm just another player trying to make as many guides as possible and try to spread as much information as possible about this beautiful game and about this very, very cool event. So if you like that kind of content, maybe click the subscribe button. It helps out a ton. Discord link is also down below if you're interested in that. And then if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, you can do so with the PayPal or Venmo links provided down below, or become a YouTube member. But I'm going to go ahead and catch this Gengar and show you guys that catch and try to give you guys any tips. Now, I will say the Alpha Gengar does have access to Shadow Ball, Giga Drain, Pain Split, and Taunt. So there's a lot of kind of things that can get in the way here. It's really nice to be able to bring a Soak Pokemon like you saw me do and change its typing. The issue is now that I false swiped it, it got cursed bodied, so I actually can't use that anymore. It's disabled, so I'm just going to substitute to stall for a little bit. This catch is going to be wildly difficult, but I'm going to try my best. It's going to wake up. Pain Split, using substitute can be really good here because Pain Split or substitute's going to allow you to dodge Pain Split and I think Taunt will actually hit you through sub, which is important, but it's still going to let you dodge Pain Split, which is a really big deal, and it's going to not let him gain too much HP from Giga Drain or anything for a little bit. And if you can bring in your Smeargle, you also dodge Shadow Ball, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and respore him, just try to keep him asleep, lock him down, and bring him down to 1 HP, and then spam Timer Balls. Timer Balls are your best friend here. I do want to quickly note that if you accidentally kill the Gengar or run away from the battle or fail the battle in some sort of way, you will be able to just run back and encounter it again until you catch it. So don't stress about that. You have plenty of infinite tries and time. All right, there we go. There's the catch. Let's see the IVs and nature. Relaxed, not great, but pretty freaking decent IVs all around. 31 speed, 31 HP. I'll definitely take it. Just fantastic catch. Once again, I hope this video was helpful, guys. Good luck on your Alpha Gengar and have a fantastic Halloween event. Hey, thanks for watching till the end of the video. I really appreciate it. And if your name is on here, I appreciate you even a little more. Thank you so much to everyone who goes above and beyond and supports the channel financially. It allows me to do what I do and just focus on making the best PokeMMO content possible. So thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Peace.